Hi guys, Dr. Arora here from Arora Medical Education. One of the commonest questions I get from GP trainees is the worry about not doing certain rotations in their training. And I was like this. I didn't do a psychiatry rotation, and that really worried me for pretty much the whole of my GP training. I haven't done psychiatry. I wish I'd done psychiatry. I tried so hard to get a psychiatry rotation. I emailed everybody. I tried to swap. But looking back at it, it didn't really make that much difference. Why? Because the bulk of psychiatry that I needed to learn as a GP trainee, to be honest, I learned when I was doing my GP rotations. Because remember, secondary care jobs are really important. See, my rotations were, as a GP trainee, I did A&E, elderly care medicine with acute on calls, pediatrics, ONG, my GP rotation, of course, and ENT. So I actually, looking back, had a really good range of rotations. If I had psychiatry in there, would it have made a huge difference in terms of the GP I was at the end? Probably not. Yes, you want to make most of your secondary care rotations. Yes, you want to get as much value out of them as you can as a GP trainee, but it doesn't really matter too much if you haven't done pediatrics. It doesn't really matter too much if you haven't done ONG. It doesn't really matter too much if you haven't done psychiatry, for example, because the bulk of what you need to know as a GP in those areas, you're going to be learning in your GP rotations anyway. You're going to be learning when you revise for your two main exams, AKT and CSA. Because remember, you could learn everything about how things work on a ward in pediatrics, or how things work in an outpatient clinic or in a tertiary center. But remember, the bulk of what you're going to see in primary care in that specialty is very, very different. So if you're currently a GP trainee, or if you're about to start GP training and you haven't got a rotation that you think you really want or need, yes, you can try and swap and try and find if you can get into it. But if it doesn't work out, please don't worry. It's not the end of the world. You're still going to be a great GP. You're still going to pick up all the core things that you need to know about that specialty in your GP rotations. I promise you, it's not worth worrying too much about. I worried a lot about it. Did I need to worry about it? No, I was absolutely fine in psychiatry, and I learned some amazing psychiatry from the patients that I saw in primary care. I really hope this helps. We've got an online course for GP trainees called GP Trainee Max Online. It covers everything that you need to know for a GP trainee, particularly if you're a GP ST1 or if you're about to start GP training. Have a look at the website, aroramedicaleducation.co.uk. If you want 10% off that course, just email us, say, look, I just watched your rotations video and I want 10% off that course, and we'll send you a code, because it's really valuable for new GP trainees. But I hope this has been some use to you, this video right now. You know the hashtag Campus Will Pass, hashtag I went with Arora. See you soon.